I know nothing's really down there. We do need to go down there, but we need to get past this motherfucker first.
That will make a great headline.
Head. Please, my son. He's only a boy. You must
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around.
I'm not a refugee. You have no idea who you're talking to. Let me through or I'll kill you. That's pretty badass. Yeah, I have urgent business in the city.
Or do you have the means to support yourself?
Bro, that's it.
My good lady, I am Will Ravengard. I will not pay to enter my own city.
The Duke's son? Of course. Excuse the trouble. No room for exiles, no mercy for spies. Lord Gortash's orders. Please open your eyes, keep your body still. This will take but a moment.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why?
The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Oh, fuck it. Do as she says.
Behind the Watcher's
Of
gaze,
course.
presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die.
Fuck it, we'll consent to arrest.
Your peaceful surrender has been noted. You will be transferred to Worms Rock Prison, where you will await further sentencing.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your heads!
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin?
Refugees can go elsewhere. A city in crisis has the right to secure itself.
A crisis created by the same man who shut them out.
True.
Are you so heartless that you'd ask the oppressed to suffer?
Yep.
Are you so mindless that you don't see through the blatant political scheming? Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run.
Could it be Juke Stallion allied with the Emperor?
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
It's like a guard tower.
Ton of a people, and pray none of them has sticky fingers. You'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
What's that?
I just want somewhere warm and
So many victims for Cazador.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Let me show you.
Oh, damn.
Pleasure doing business.
Well.
in the gutter than that.
I wouldn't dare guess at them.
What's up for discussion?
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him. Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
We're here. We're here to kill Cazador. That's the only way you'll be free.
You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do. Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Brother! Please!
Let us start and do whatever.
Tell me what I need to know, or I swear you'll burn.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
Keep talking.
The Black Mass. It will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. He'll wield power no vampire has ever possessed. Best of all, we'll join him. His loyal servants walking in the light as living vampires. We'll be free, brother.
You can't believe that. You can't be that stupid.
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything. Our blood and tears. And he's finally going to reward us. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate, written in your very flesh.
They'll warn him we're coming.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire.
Whatever, you can already walk in the sun.
Yes, but only because of the parasite. This would be true freedom. Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life in the sun. No tapple required. And if I were to ascend instead of him, freedom from Cazador, once and for all.
Unless it's all a lie.
It doesn't feel like a lie. It feels like exactly the kind of power Cazador would chase. I have to know. I have to face him.
I'm with you.
I knew I was right about you. You're a true friend. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
How the fuck?
Honestly. Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Pleasure isn't just physical. Also has rules.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron
I don't want to push him, but I don't think he'd die. I think he'd land on this.
Flophouse. It has plenty of spare beds.
Hey, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing without me. I don't think this kind of establishment.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again. Even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
We meet again.
Indeed we do. Seems like an age ago that the boss sent me to keep an eye on you. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
A Githyanki. Last one I serviced blessed me with a bruise and a smile. Eyes of steel, bearing to match. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
You're way off, I'm afraid.
Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fion you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Are there other options?
Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience.
Did the devil give you his name?
Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. You got it, but the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mamsel leaping down my throat if I go burning yours. Pleasure to serve.
Of course it is.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling, another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste?
Is everything alright here?
How about you and those face holes of yours go sniffing someplace else?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
Huh?
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
What the fuck?
You're a true talent.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering.
Your eyes are two baleful drools that strike fear into the most of rats.
Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are.
You can stare as much as you like.
Was that human boy insisting on playing his acoustic version of High House of Wonders again?
Ugh, I hate lute plays. I don't understand why they're such a type for so many.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
How'd you end up here?
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
Are you sure this is where you want to be?
It was not my work itself that has ever been a challenge to me. Merely the circumstances. I worked in this business in the Underdark, but it grew to festering monotony. The entirety of drow culture is obsessed with bondage beyond reason. While such activities have their charms, I yearned to reach greater depths.
And there is no society on this planet more laterally, imaginatively, and confusingly depraved as that of Baldur's Gate. Although of late, I do feel like I've seen everything. Perhaps you'll show me something new.
Glad you found a place you feel safe.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it?
Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
What kind of agreement?
We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
Well, it's a fascinating prospect. I'd like you all to myself. At least the first time.
I feel the same way.
I'm glad. Provided we survive, there's plenty of nights yet to come.
Damn it. Maybe I shouldn't have had Shadowheart with me.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. 9 Fingers.
You rats with the guild now. Heard 9 Fingers met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust 9 Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the 9th hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs?
Sounds like an interesting business I'd like to take part.
Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
She asked me to find Lorgan's real killer, seeing as you can't be bothered.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
I found the murder weapon you missed in the tunnel under the temple.
That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed?
How about the shape-shifting assassins under the temple?
No. I want proof. If someone else killed Lorgan, I want you to tell me why they did it. Come back when you've got some real evidence.
I do have real evidence. What the fuck?
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again?
I spoke to both corpses. They were killed by a dwarf dressed in red.
That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling. Hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less.
Good. I haven't found anything of. Oh, fuck.
While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan.
Yes,
Does it?
does,
That's what you
motherfucker.
need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed?
I don't fucking know. I know there's like a. Wait, hold on. I think I know. Hold on. Oh wait, no. You need to go out this way. I think I know where I have to go.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
Ah, fuck it.
Bet I can crack that open.
Really?
Keep a blade close. Should be easy.
I was gonna say the minimum we need was a 10.
Still breathing, despite everything. Time to press ahead. Blood near the bed.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
Investigate. We need like a 5 or above.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the That will fit in my pack. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
Big stalemate. Elf Song Tavern. Killed. Damn. Alright, now.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again?
Why Lorgan murdered just one part of a bigger plot, a ball plot.
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
It's not theory, I have proof. This document contains information connecting the murders to the Baalist resurgence.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Right tool will do the trick.
Really, motherfucker?
Someone there? Easy.
watch your back.
No, 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 no.
No time to rest.
I need to be my character.
With haste.
Damn.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
You aren't safe. Get out of here now.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Bitch, I told you to run.
Let's move.
Damn.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver.
They're beautiful indeed and most lethal.
Is it not in the Illithid's barbarity that we find its splendor? Your eyes are no less monstrous, I assure you. A lesser woman might be frightened, but I am no lesser woman.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
I'm not one to judge, but creature aroused you, didn't it?
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate.
What you have in mind?
Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
Just in case your heart hates it.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The All-Being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be?
Sane, rich, powerful, contented, fear. What's revered? Like a god, right? I'm powerful.
You are more than powerful. An emperor to emperors. Your head adorned with a crown of gold, diamond, and ruby. The heavens tremble with the steps of your army. All beasts, all men and women, all creatures of the plains bow to your might.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Yeah, I will.
Have to keep going.
If you had any bargaining chips, they will rather floated off into the astral.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I feel empty. What'd you do?
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
I'm not scared of the creature, not when Ball himself has hooked his eyes on me.
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
The astral prism?
In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prism that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Why would I want him free?
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days?
No.
Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain.
All evidence I've seen suggests Orpheus is an enemy and the Emperor's an ally.
If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
It's worth taking the risk. How do I free Orpheus?
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
It's very convenient that you have exactly what I need.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
I suppose you want my soul.
You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Why?
I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. the hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
What makes you think you'd succeed in using the crown where Karsus couldn't?
I am no mortal, and I do not fail.
If you don't fail, how could you not get the crown way back when?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
What makes you so sure I'll get the crown?
It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?